Hi guys, it's Julie from cookbyjulie.com. Today we're making grilled chicken parmesan and you are going to love how easy this recipe is. Let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is season the chicken. I like to season both sides. I seasoned it with granulated garlic, onion powder, paprika, oregano, kosher salt, and pepper. Now traditionally when making chicken parm you really just season it with salt and pepper, but because we're not coating this chicken in seasoned breadcrumbs and frying it up, we really need to season it well because grilled chicken is super bland and you want to give it some flavor. You definitely want to use chicken breasts for this. Mine were really small because they were organic, but this recipe can serve up to 6 people generously. Just make sure not to overcrowd your pan when searing the chicken. So you can certainly grill the chicken on a grill, but I just cooked it in a skillet. I use a skillet with high sides because I prepared the sauce in this same skillet. So you want to sear the chicken for about 3 minutes on each side, depending on how thick your chicken breasts are, of course. And I cooked these over high heat because I wanted a nice color on them. Make sure not to overcook the chicken. If you like it tough and enjoy cutting the chicken with a knife for a very long time, then overcook it. But if you like your chicken super juicy, make sure you don't overcook it. So 3 minutes on each side, and then you want to remove them from the skillet and get started on the sauce. So for the sauce, you can buy store-bought jar sauce, but it's really delicious when you add your own fresh basil, onions, and fresh garlic, in my opinion. Okay, let's start with some onions. Saute them for about 1 minute or until they're nice and translucent. I added a pinch of red crushed pepper, that's optional, and as always you can find this complete recipe over on my website, cookbyjulie.com. And if you would like to receive more recipes that I don't necessarily upload a video for, go ahead and sign up to my newsletter. It's free and I will just email you every single recipe I make. Go ahead and add the garlic. I highly recommend using fresh garlic, always. Cook it for an additional 20 seconds or until the garlic is nice and fragrant. And then you want to go ahead and pour in the crushed tomatoes. But before you add the crushed tomatoes, if you want to add some red wine, now is the time to do so, and that will help deglaze the pan. Once you add the crushed tomatoes, you want to season it generously with salt, pepper, and I like to add some Italian seasoning and fresh basil as well. Once the sauce gets nice and warm, that should take a couple of minutes. You want to go ahead and place the chicken back into the skillet. So because this doesn't have any flour or breadcrumbs, this can be a low-carb meal. Do keep that in mind. But of course, you can serve this with some pasta if you'd like. Go ahead and pour just a little sauce on top. And I feel like the chicken cooking on top of the sauce is going to help keep that chicken nice and moist and juicy. I know some of you guys don't like the word moist, but yes, moist and juicy. Go ahead and top the chicken with mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. You then want to reduce the heat to low, cover this, and cook it for about 8 minutes or until the cheese is completely melted and the chicken is fully cooked through. You can place the chicken in the oven if you want the cheese to have some color, but I think it makes more sense to just finish cooking it in the skillet. Even though my skillet is oven safe, it's completely optional, really. I know this recipe is super easy, but I think people who work late hours and are sick of takeout can always make easy recipes like these. This took about 20 minutes from start to finish and it was so delicious. Definitely give this recipe a try. Let me know if you do, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching.